Everyone knows that the Switch is a massively successful device and it has sold over 132 million units, but the Switch has been around for 7 to 8 years now. So I guess the main question is this still worth buying today? Well, I bought one. First, let me rewind to last week to show you guys the unboxing experience. Hello. So, I have the Switch 2. No, just kidding. This is not the Switch 2. Okay, so the backstory behind this is I wanted to get the Switch last year, but then there was so much hype about, oh, the Switch 2 is coming out, the Switch 2 is coming out. And then, whoop, it is nearly the end of 2024 and the Switch 2 did not come out. They are now saying that the Switch 2 will maybe release in March of 2025. And you know what? I made a really uneconomical, un-Asian decision. I was like, you know what? Let me just buy the Switch 1, and if the Switch 2 comes out, so be it. So this is the Nintendo Switch OLED from Costco, where it gives you the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game. There is also a Game Traveler case, it's pretty useless, and then they also give you the 2X online membership. I don't know if honestly this is the best choice for a Switch because I probably should have just gotten the regular model. I'm not sure if the OLED is even that good, but let's unbox this. Oh goodness. Here we, pretty cool. And then included is, I think, a traveling case. I have honestly no idea how much this traveling case is supposed to be. And then Nintendo Switch online membership. I have no idea if this membership is that good or not, but this is the membership. Also, I don't know if some of you guys still feel this way, but I still do. I am already technically a working person and being a software engineer, but when I looked at the receipt and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm paying 500 bucks and then along with another $100 worth of like groceries, totaling up to like $600 of bills for the receipt. I was still like, oh my goodness, it's over $500. What am I doing? Can I afford this? And I know I can afford it. So maybe it's just me, but that's how I feel at the moment. Now, I don't know if the Switch comes with a micro SD card or if I have to pay for a micro SD card. Setup instructions are in the box here. Also, I don't even know why I'm doing an unboxing. This has been out for like over 7 years. I'll probably do another unboxing when the Switch 2 comes out if I buy that one too. But here's the console and then you have the controllers. I mean, honestly, like you guys all know what it is. It's just a normal Switch. I've like seen so many unboxing videos for the Switch already. I have no idea why I'm making another one. But boom, I think it locks in like this, and then boom, there's the console. Feels pretty good. Now, I also heard that, well, I've tried the Switch already. Some of my colleagues and friends have the Switch. The controllers, I don't really like the controllers. I think the recommendation or what's been said online on Reddit is that the Nintendo Pro controllers are really good. I do see that they're actually quite pricey, so we'll have to see if I do end up doing some heavy gaming on this thing. And if I do, I probably do need to get the Nintendo Pro controller. Charging dock, HDMI cord. By the way, this is what the inside of the box looks like. Okay, out of all the unboxing videos I've done so far, which is only 2, I think this is one of my worst ones. Should I even continue with this unboxing? I mean, like, you guys have already seen this. Like, you know what a Switch entails and what it looks like. Alright, I'm just gonna continue on. Okay, so this is the charger. Finally, we have, I think this is supposed to be a controller of some sort. Oh, you put the thing here and then it's supposed to be like a controller. Then got this. I don't know what this is for. I'll just leave it in the box for now. Okay, cool. That's everything. That's pretty much it for the unboxing portion of this video. All right. For the next little while, I'm gonna see if I can set up Mario Kart on this Switch console. I have used this for a few days now, and I do have quite a bit of thoughts. First of all, first disclaimer, I'm not a gamer. I literally made a video about how I replace gaming with coding, and buying the Switch has kind of taken me away from that, but this is definitely not a professional review from a gamer. This is just somebody who has recently bought the Switch and wanted to give their input, so don't give me a hard time in the comments. I do want to give some context though, just to seem semi-professional. Right now there's 3 types of Switches: Lite, the regular Switch, and the OLED Switch. From what I can understand, the Lite Switch is an LCD screen, so the screen is not as good. And the second, really most important thing, is that it can't really connect to the TV. You kind of just use it as a console by itself. The regular Switch, it can connect to a TV, and for the OLED Switch, the main thing is that this screen, which I have the OLED, I have the OLED screen right here. The screen is supposedly a lot better than the regular Switch. In terms of pricing tiers, please don't quote me on this. I think there's about a $100 difference between each of the tiers, from light to the regular to the OLED. Literally, there was a sale for the OLED one, so that's why I ended up buying the OLED one, but I'm sure the light and the regular one does serve its purpose and is perfectly sufficient as well. The touchscreen is pretty good, but it kind of reminded me of when I first got my Nintendo Wii and I was like pointing my controller to try to click on things. It's not as good as an iPhone, but it's definitely better than that Nintendo Wii experience. First, before I go into the cons, let me go into the pros of why it's still relevant today. Well, I've had the Switch for only a couple of days, and I feel like already I am replacing coding with gaming. Basically, whenever I have a spare moment, I kind of am already playing Mario Kart and getting back into that game. So definitely, there is a huge catalog of games that are still freakishly addictive. One thing that I think is a huge pro for the Nintendo Switch itself is it already has this huge catalog of games, not only for new games coming out for the Switch, also the proprietary Nintendo games such as the Mario series, Pokemon, etc. I got this from Costco, which was a pretty good deal. It gives you some free memberships for 2 years as well as the Mario Kart game. So I think one huge pro for this is that the Switch today, you're going to be able to get a good deal if you just wait for Black Friday, for Boxing Day. There's going to be a good deal for it, and you're going to be able to get a bundle with some games or some other memberships that go along with the Switch console. In addition to that, I really like the OLED screen. The OLED screen is great. I feel like definitely it's an upgrade from back when I was using the Wii or when I was even using my Game Boy. Okay, that sounds super stupid because that's like, I don't know why I'm comparing these consoles. But I also have a colleague and some friends who have the regular Switch, and I would definitely say that the OLED screen is much, much better. So if you do feel like that's an important factor for you, I do feel like it does make some differences in the gameplay experience, even if the performance is the same between the regular and the OLED model Switch. Okay, so those are some of the things that I really like about the Switch. You really can't go wrong because of the huge catalog of games it has, and it's just such a solid console. Alright, now let me go into the things I don't like. First, this is 2024, but it has like no internet browsing. Actually, it doesn't really have any apps at all. All it has, oh shoot, I'm actually playing a Mario Kart game right now. Okay, let me go back home. All it has, so I have 2 games so far, but it has the Nintendo eShop, it has some news, it has some Nintendo Online membership, and that's all it has. It barely has any functionality other than to be able to play games. And I know, okay, like for your phone, you could play games as well, and this is definitely a game-centric device, and like you're just using it for a gaming console, but I would love to have at least like a basic internet browser so that you could use it just in case you wanted to like use YouTube or something, or just have other things besides just the eShop. And that goes into another one of my gripes, which is for Mario Kart, which is the first game I'm playing. In order to play online with friends or play online against other people, you need to buy their online membership. So for the Costco bundle, you get 2 years of online membership, but still, that's crazy to me because, and I'm comparing it to when I had the Wii. Now, when I had the Nintendo Wii, the whole setup process with Wi-Fi was terrible, and also it took a really long time to start an online game with somebody. But still, making people pay for an online membership just to be able to play a Mario Kart game that you already bought, it just feels weird to me. I don't know if this is the case for other consoles, so it's not a professional opinion, but definitely I feel like the pricing has changed a lot. And not just this, in general, a lot of the top tier games cost well over $60, $70 Canadian. So I think probably in USD it's around $50 price point. And honestly, I don't know if that's due to inflation, but I definitely remember games being a lot cheaper. I guess you can make the argument that because the Switch has been around for super long, that you could probably buy games from other people and people will probably be selling games, things like that. But still, the price point of some of these games, I feel like is getting kind of crazy. I took a look at some of the best sellers, for example, Mario Party, which is super fun, and it costs like $80 to buy, 80 Canadian dollars. Okay, well, the Canadian dollar is weak right now, so maybe USD is only like $50, but still, I do feel like that is a pretty significant sum that was surprising to me as somebody who hasn't been playing games for a while and coming back to a console. And I feel like psychologically, it's so weird. Like, I remember the days on the iPhone that I wouldn't even pay for like a 99-cent game. For the Switch, it's like $70. I was just like, my goodness, that's crazy. I feel like the performance is pretty good on the games, but definitely in some aspects, there is some buffering. For example, you can only launch one game at a time. You can't keep multiple games open. I would say that in general, definitely it feels like a 2017 device purely from a performance perspective. Final thing, I feel like specifically for me is probably important because I do YouTube. It is for screen recording. So for my iPhone, I can just screen record, but you can't do it for the Switch. There's like actually no physical way. Apparently, if you hold this, I actually don't know what this button is. I think it's like a screenshot button. Basically, if you hold this, apparently you can screen record at most 30 seconds, but 30 seconds is like nothing. I want to be able to just record me playing games while I am maybe doing a YouTube video. I know for most people who do like streaming, they have capture cards and things like that, but I don't want to buy a capture card. So it's like really difficult for me to like play the game, talk to you guys about the Switch at the same time, and also show you the gameplay, things like that, without it just being super obtrusive to what I'm doing. I actually searched this up, and I know for example, for PS5, you can just screen record out of the box. So definitely in terms of performance, screen recording features like that, I think the PS5 and Xbox is a level up compared to this console. But of course, this console has flexibility. You can take the controls off, put it into this little, you can put it into this, and then you have the docker. You can bring this wherever you want. So what the Switch lacks in performance, it definitely has in terms of flexibility and flexibility of use. Okay, cool. I think the final gripe I have with this thing is that the controllers really, really suck. Now, people have talked about how the Nintendo Pro controller is absolutely amazing. You should get that one. But if I'm forking over $400 for a OLED device, I would really want there to be at least a pro level controller that can be used for gamers when you're not really on the go. And it doesn't really have that. It has these little joystick icons. It makes it even hard for me to play Mario Kart because it's hard for me to like click and hold certain things because the controls are just like too small and it's hard for me to like hang on to the buttons. So it can definitely affect gameplay in that manner. Okay, this video has already gone on for way too long. I think definitely for the pros in terms of you can get a good deal, that there's already a huge catalog of games. You can't really go wrong with the Switch. But if you do want better performance and you want to wait for a potential console that is refreshed with maybe better screens, better performance, better controllers, having perhaps more modern features like being able to browse the web, things like that, then wait for the Switch 2 for a casual device around the house for like, partying or having just casual gaming, then this device won't let you down. I feel like this is one of my worst tech reviews, but anyways, I'm gonna keep doing them because they're fun. See you guys in the next one. See, I literally have no way of like recording video, showing me play this Mario Kart game. All right, like I could like, do this and show me dominating this game, but it's kind of difficult because like I can't screen record. So like it's a little bit, oh my gosh, now I can't see the road. But look at how beautiful the screen is. So I definitely really like the OLED screen just because of that. And the Mario Kart game, definitely, it peaked in Mario Kart Wii. I wish I still had my Wii. There are some, they don't have meta vehicle. I mean, like, I know, I've heard that people use, like, Teddy Buggy and things like that, and then they use, like, the Cloud and the roller wheels or whatever. But definitely Nintendo Wii had the best meta with, like, Funky Kong and Flame Runner. I'm using Daisy, by the way. See? The controls are... See, one of the reasons why I don't like the buttons is like it's so hard for me to like look back, hold my item, do all this stuff. It's just because like the buttons are too small. It's hard for me to like it's hard to control because of that. And it's not because of like a skill issue. Okay, it might be a skill issue, but it's just a lot harder to hold items, things like that, just because the controller is not so great. All right, let me pause this game and continue on. Oh shoot.